So I wanted to share something that resonated with me this morning as I was studying the Bible. This was Paul's letter to Timothy when he said, take a little wine for your stomach because for the sake of your frequent illnesses. And okay, so trust me, I'm not about to tell you to start taking wine. Anyway, so two things resonated with me. And the first one is that Timothy was a leader. Timothy was he was a dear son, spiritual son of the great apostle. Timothy was, all that. Timothy was a good man. He was a leader in the church. And yet he was prone to sicknesses. He was always falling sick. And, what that just tells me is that the fact that you are good, or the fact that you are working so much for God, does not exclude you from your own share of afflictions. Because even the Bible says that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him from them all. And another part says that when you pass through the fire, it will not consume you. When you pass through the water, it will not overflow you. What that means is that you pass through water, you pass through fire. So a lot of us will feel like, oh, I'm working for God, I'm doing this, I'm a good person, like the person that said that, why should I fail my exams? I'm a virgin. The virginity and exams. What's the correlation? Anyway, so a lot of times we just feel like we don't deserve some of the things we get. But the truth is that it's a natural part of life for us to, experience some of these afflictions, for us to go through some of these things, no matter who we are. But we are not promised a life free of afflictions, free of trouble, of stuff. What we are promised is that He will be with us in it. He said He will be with us through it. When we pass through, it will not consume us. It will not sweep us over. So what that means is that we'll always come out victorious. This thing will not overtake us. So we should not feel like when we're having unpleasant experiences that, God is not being fair to us, and some of us will get angry at God and all that. We need to come into the understanding that He is trustworthy and He will deliver us from whatever it is that we are passing through. And the second one is that sometimes we need to make some physical adjustments to whatever it is we are going through, especially when it comes to our health. Because at this time, Paul was not saying, I want to pray for you more so that you won't be falling sick very frequently. He did not say, you need to go into fasting and prayer because of these frequent illnesses. Trust me, I'm not trying to say that should not be done. By all means, prayer solves a lot of problems, and by all means, pray, fast, and all that. But at this point in time, Paul was telling Timothy that he needs to take a little more wine, a little wine. He was giving him the physical adjustments that he needed to put in. There are sometimes that we need to also put in some work. We need to make some adjustments physically. So sometimes it's a little exercise that we need to add to our lifestyle, or maybe we need to change our diet or to include some things in our diet. It's not just about praying, and we keep doing the same thing over and over again, and we see that we keep falling ill, we keep falling sick. So whatever adjustments you need to make physically, it is your responsibility to ensure that you do it. You don't just rely on prayers and on whatever it is. Do whatever you need to do for whatever it is you're going through, maybe health-wise and stuff. And you can apply it to any area of your life too. Don't just sit down and feel like, God is going to solve this for me. Sometimes you need to make some physical adjustments. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.